Okay, in summary, to name these compounds, we need to identify the parent chain. We need to choose the longest chain, or if two chains are the same, the one with more branches or substituents. We need to identify and name the substituents. If a substituent appears more than once, we use the prefixes di, if there are two of them, tri, if there are three of them, tetra, if there are four, and penta, if there are five of them. So if you had something that had two methyl groups, you'd call it dimethyl. The parent chain needs to be numbered, and we want to try and give all the branches the lowest number possible. We want to arrange the substituents alphabetically. When we alphabetize, we ignore the prefixes like the di, tri, tetra, and pentyl. Sect and tert are also ignored, but not iso. So if you've got an isopropyl, it counts as an I, not a P. We use a hyphen to separate numbers and letters. And we use a comma to separate numbers from each other. Numbers from numbers, how that? Okay, now we're ready to name our compound. I've got the first one here. I've already labeled the longest path, and we've got, looks like three substituents or three branches. There's one here, and one here. Our parent chain has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons. So this is going to be an octane. It's got 3 methyl groups on it, so that makes it a trimethyl octane. And now we need to do our numbering. If we start numbering from the left side, we get 1, 2, 3. Our first substituent is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But if we number from right to left, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little bit of a mess there, but if we use we can either get a 3, a 4, and a 6 if we use the green numbering, or if we use the purple numbering, we get a 3, a 5, and a 6. So we want to use the 3, 4, and 6. So we put 3, 4, 6 dash. Trimethyl octane. Okay, so let's look at the next one. The longest path here is going to be this cyclo here. So that's a cyclohexane. And we don't need to number it because there's just one group off of it. It doesn't matter which carbon we count that as. If we look back at our common names, we'll see that this has got 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons, and it's a sex-butyl. If we wanted to give it its official name, we would number this 1, 2, 3, and we'd call this a 1-methyl. Propyl. 1-methyl propyl, and it would still be, we put that in brackets. And there'd be a dash between the 1 and the methyl. Cyclohexane. Okay, so let's look at this one. We want to find the longest chain with the most substituents. So we start here because that's going to obviously be one of the longer ones, right? And now we have a choice. We could go this way and get one substituent. If we go to the right, we get one substituent. If we go to the left, we get 2. So we'll want to go to the left and get 2. We'll need to number this. We want to number it so the substituents get the lowest number. So we'll start here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to be a heptane. And we're going to have a methyl on the 2 group and an ethyl on the 3. So let's do some color here. We're going to go with the ethyl first because E comes before M, and we'll say 3 dash ethyl dash 2 dash methyl, and then this is a heptane, so we'll pick a different color and say it's 3-ethyl 2-methyl heptane. Okay. You also need to be able to go the other direction. If you're given a formula, you need to be able to write it out. And this is, I think, for most people easier. 3-isopropyl 2,4-dimethylpentane. Well, pentane is going to be that. We can number it. It has a 3-isopropyl, so on the 3 group, we'll put an isopropyl, and a 2,4-dimethylpentane. So there's a methyl group here and a methyl group there. So if you want to try the other two, stop the video and try the other two. I will draw them. Hexane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 4-ethyl, so we've got an ethyl group coming off the 4 and a 2-methyl. A 1,1,2,2 tetramethyl cyclopropane. Cyclopropane is going to look like this. We can choose our numbering any way we want because it's a circle. So we'll just make this 1, 2, and 3, and we'll get 2 methyl groups on each one. Okay, so the next video will be on naming bicyclic compounds.